Yeah, I don't like these guys escaping, but they should definitely not be anywhere around Perona. Granted, Perona's not even here anymore, but I mean, like, she should have never been around them to begin with. Shut the flip up. And they got, Moria. Yeah, Blackbeard. What exactly did he do with Ace? Imprisoned. So he actually handed it him in. And Impel Down was behind the gates of justice. Shut the flip up. Anyway, he said some pretty important stuff though. Okay, so Blackbeard handed Ace in. Interesting. That makes sense though, because he needed to like build his reputation to become a warlord. Okay. Oh, he looked like Wapple. I keep forgetting Perona really helped them by just giving them all this. Oh my goodness. It's a lot of treasure. Oh, Lola. Okay, I'm like, what the flip? Yeah. I didn't even realize that they were the same voice. Man, I feel like an idiot. I guess I was just so disturbed by this massive warthog trying to do stuff to a bad guy. Yeah. Who are they complaining to? Shut the flip. Anyway, that must be such a great feeling. That's rude. Yeah. Imagine how bad Luffy would feel, though, if he actually knew Zoro took on his pain. I mean, because, like, Luffy kind of bears the burden for a lot of people. So, again, that is... I like to joke with One Piece, but that is such a great moment. They're gonna tell him. I wonder if that would change their relationship at all. Zoro and Sanji's. It does make me wonder just, like, the extent of stuff you could actually transfer. Like, could you transfer devil fruit abilities and stuff like that? Yeah, they are pretty cool. What the... Oh, Robin heard it. Okay, Robin, you sneaky little devil. Yeah, I feel like everyone can know except Luffy. It's true though, a lot of arcs end with like these grand feasts at the end. Makes you think that the end of the story will also end with a grand feast. Then again, he sleeps through a lot. Like, even when he's not injured, he'll just regularly be sleeping like 90% of the time when you're at sea. What the fuck? Mem was about to drown Zoro. I guess so. He is a musician after all. Luffy always wanted a musician. Yeah, I thought he saw it too. He just started playing. So this is a pirate song. Takes you back to what? Not gonna elaborate, I guess? Maybe when she was with Crocodile? I don't know. Shanks sighting? Oh, Panda Man, I saw you in the background too. Who's Binks then? That's my question. That's a great shot. I really love the unique connection Luffy has with each individual crew member. After all, he's the one that decides to bring them onto the crew. Did a little bit more than meet him. It's actually kind of crazy. They went inside of him, which I know that sounds wrong, but it's kind of crazy. That's true, he didn't know for- oh, that's a great shot though. I mean, Laboon is kind of an unofficial crew member of the Straw Hats. He didn't know for sure that Laboon was waiting. The man is not well. He looks like he's having a tough time with this. I really love just Luffy being on top of the piano, just like bobbing his feet like that. Yeah, when One Piece does the crying, it like really does it, like everything, snot everything. I mean, with Brook, I don't really understand because he's only a skeleton, but you know, it's still nice. He's gonna start smiling, isn't he? This one's more uplifting than the last one. I don't know which version I prefer. Just the piano, there's something rather soothing about it. This one is obviously more lively and uplifting. He looks so stunned. Oh, okay, to be continued. Probably get more on that in the next episode. But anyway, yeah, that should be interesting. I guess on to the next. Rumbar Pirates. Age 38, so that means he's 88. I assume that guy is the captain. He looks like the captain. Looks like he's got Robin's cowboy hat. Why is Brooks so much taller than the rest of them? Panda. Oh. You see, the panda. Anyway. There was a panda man. He looked a little different, that one, though. You saw that? You can never trust the pandas. They're definitely up to something. My intuition tells me they're kind of like the CIA. The Laboon saved them. It's a nice guy. So yeah, Brook, it seems like, had the most unique and special connection with Laboon amongst all these pirates. Look at the moon. I mean, he's not there yet, but that's where Eneru is. With all of his robots. It's actually a lot of treasure. I'll flip it. Oh, okay. Luffy fought that sea cow the Arlong pirates had. This was more of a sea bull. Or I don't know. I don't know what these specifications are. The captain has a pretty cool design, though. I'll say that. Yeah. Yeah, I was realizing that, which is why it's only fitting that Brook is the last survivor out of the crew. Look at Luffy, man. Granted, they weren't strong enough to protect themselves. They're just hiding and sailing away. Again, I don't know. I really do like the look of the captain. I know I keep saying that, but it's true. They're going to the greatest sea in the world, the Grand Line. And then there's two halves to the Grand Line. The New World is, I guess, an even greater sea. Or worse, depending on how you look at it. Look, Crocus was a unit. Calico? A Calico Jack? He already had the scars on him at this point. Some, not many, but like some. He had cuts. He can't swim. Laboon's gonna save him though. I think I realized their captain kind of reminds me of Ace. I mean vaguely, not entirely, but vaguely. Yo ho ho. Panda Man. The flip. The captain really is cool. I like him. It's a shame, you know, he's not going to last much longer in this backstory, because the backstory doesn't last much longer. I wonder who killed them. Wouldn't that be kind of crazy if we actually see who killed them? And it's like pirates that are still around? Maybe it doesn't matter, because it's like, it's just a random act of violence. It doesn't matter who killed them. It's funny because it was the same theme playing when Luffy and his crew entered the Grand Line. And it didn't end well for them, but obviously we'll see how it ends for Luffy and his crew. So far it's gone better, 3 years later. The Florian Triangle. Get the Flying Dutchman here. It really does look like a ghost ship. To be continued. Okay, so another episode for the backstory. Interesting. I guess on to the next episode. Imagine that. He's in the unique situation where every single member of his crew died. He came back to life. He can't leave this place and like go somewhere else. He can't return to his one living friend. I feel like he would definitely go insane. It's a lot of skeletons. This definitely highlights the dark side of adventure though, because obviously with like Luffy and his crew, it's exciting most of the time and funny, but yeah, I mean like on the other side you have plenty of people who die in search of adventure. They had a big ship too. It actually puts into perspective how tiny the Mary was. He's still not used to seeing a skeleton. That would be weird. That is actually a really nice shot. It's a pretty cool bounty. It's a good point. Luffy got his bounty like extremely fast. He set out to sea in what, like within a week he had a bounty? It was a big one too, largest in the East Blue. I mean, looking back on it, it was tiny, but at the time it was so great. The rudder doesn't work, yeah. Did he die of like sickness before? Before they actually like all died in battle? Okay, I definitely didn't know that they like had this sickness run through. So the captain died first? It's crazy though, with all the adventure of the Grand Line, it's like, yeah, there is still sickness even in the One Piece world that can take you out. I met the captain, what, 2 episodes ago, and I already thought he was pretty cool. That's actually kind of sad though. Does that mean Brook was like the captain? Is he gonna be like, hey, I need you to be the captain? He wanted to... He wanted to remain strong for his crew. This even goes into Chopper's dream to, like, cure all illnesses. Yeah, no, that captain was a real one. I liked him. I mean, there's not a possibility, like, he somehow miraculously survived, though. Like, I mean, he had some, like, crazy stuff happen to him. Almost certainly not. Imagine if he became, like, some sort of legend out there, though. Oh, okay, I was wondering what's going on. He's hallucinating? He's gonna look up and something's gonna be wrong? That must have been so nice for that brief moment. That brief moment where everything was good again. What was his bounty? That's my question. Alright, they're not gonna show us? Are we gonna see the crew that actually took them out? I wonder if they're gonna show us. It probably doesn't matter, though. I'm just thinking, like, imagine if it was somebody like Whitebeard or... I don't know, somebody like that. I did wonder for a moment if he could have run into Roger at sea. I think it's unlikely, because Roger probably would have helped him out. Kind of like that from Sky Island, yeah. This is making me wonder though, how do I think their journey is gonna end? Because, like, I've always had it in my mind that I would be shocked if by the end of the series, Luffy is still alive. But he got to play one last song. Who's Banks, though? Look at Luffy and Usopp. Those two are like the best friends on the crew. Kind of. I mean, like, Luffy's friends with all of them, obviously, but, like, Usopp is kind of like his best friend. Then seeing that captain does legitimately make me sad, though. This kind of feels like it's, I don't know, it just kind of feels a little ominous. Like it's not that dissimilar from how Oda might want to end the series. Going out with this song. I mean, there's worse ways to die. And then a duet, and then a solo. Yeah, being the last one when all your friends are gone does seem... I mean, he's still got Laboon, does seem like the worst fate.
Laboon, お前が50年もの間そこで待っててくれていたのならあと 1,2 年だけ辛抱してくれませんか壁に向かって待つお前とは約束通り正面から再会したい
Yeah, look at Luffy. He's gonna see Laboon again. It does make me wonder if there's any way to communicate to Laboon that he's still alive. Like, even though it might still take him years to get back to Laboon. I feel like, oddly enough, the hardest hitting part about that was, like, sure, obviously Brook being the last one, the captain going out, especially because it wasn't in, like, glory and stuff like that. He got sick, and he tried to remain strong for his crewmates, but then he just, like, broke down in front of Brook. There was something pretty devastating about that, I'm not gonna lie. It just really got me thinking more so about our crew, and the end for them. But anyway. The Great Choral Number. Okay. That will never be normal. Look at Luffy just chilling on this piano. It better not fall. Which is actually kind of fitting, because when you think about it, like, they got the Thousand Sunny, and the first place it goes to is a place in need of light. In place in need of the sun. That feels kind of reminiscent of Robin, like, I want to live. Not entirely, but kind of. I mean, what do you mean that was quick? He was already part of the crew. I get it though, like, officially joined now. But like, I don't know, in my mind, once Luffy asked him and he was like, yeah, he was part of the crew. That is such an insane laugh. I love Luffy, he's not well. Make sure that they swear their loyalty to Luffy on the way out. They will be part of his empire. He just needs to go through collecting allies so that when he becomes king of the pirates, he has an empire. Look at this man. That laugh is just insane, right? That was a nice moment though. Because, yeah, Brook had to reckon with that. He probably for years and years and years was like, I want to die. Yeah, and that's the thing, is you gotta go through the new world. I suppose if Laboon doesn't wait, you can always just go out searching for Laboon. But Laboon is gonna wait. Obviously. Crocus could always like, deliver the information to Laboon, because you have to imagine, especially with Brook going with the Straw Hats now, he'll also be known as like a Straw Hat pirate, infamous, and Crocus will probably recognize him, you'd think, and he could always show him like, hey, this is Brook. He's alive. He's gonna come back. Coming Brook. Pretty good. That's bigger than Luffy's first bounty. Bigger than Usopp's, I think. Yeah, Usopp's is 30 mil. Yeah, he was the acting captain. Okay, so that answers that question. Musician and a swordsman is nice. Really? Does Luffy drink alcohol? Is this even alcohol? I guess. I don't know. I mean, like, Frankie to an extent was like, not entirely, but somewhat a musician. You know what I mean? Because he played the guitar. 2 days later. Rum bar. Ooh, I like this. At least he finally got to bury his crewmates. I mean, obviously, it's kind of sad that they died. But, like I said, it's not the worst way to go out. Happy amongst friends? Zoro. Oh yes, because Zoro was asleep. Is he gonna be okay with this? You have to imagine, right? What is it? He's song. Man, anytime somebody says that, that always gets me so hyped. Some of my very favorite moments are always one of Luffy's crewmates being like, you will be king of the pirates, or calling him king of the pirates. It's true, because they weren't even trying to go to Thriller Bark, obviously. They just kind of got, you know, stuff happens. Why would they have panties, though? They're mermaids. Like, why the flip would they have panties? That's what I was thinking. What the flip? Yeah, they concern me. That's the thing with mermaids, though. Wouldn't they smell? Smell like fish? Like, wouldn't they? Like, fish stink. Watch her mom be like some important pirate. You see, they always drop like stupid details like this. Like, who is your mom? Watch her be someone important. Ace gave it to Luffy. Is the mom must be important. So that's setting up something. Okay. Yeah, Ace gave him one. What do you mean you might have one? Oh, that reminds me of what happened to Ace. Ace is an impel down. That's not good. What the fuck? Like, are you gonna tell him? I mean, I would have to imagine his life is in danger. It was setting up something. Look at this monkey man. I mean that endearingly as well. Why is he up there? What are they gonna show? What the flip is that? The shadows. What the flip? That is disconcerting as hell. I don't know if I like the implications of that. I mean, I guess he trusts his brother, because in his mind, his brother is probably invincible. That's a good point. But, like, you have to imagine one of them would read a paper. He was in the paper, wasn't it? That, like, Ace was an impel down? Like, if Luffy heard that, he'd probably be like, I'll go and get him out. I like Brook. Wait, what the fuck? I'm still not used to that. Oh, Brook was probably like, what the fuck? To be continued. That was a pretty great episode. I like the way that they concluded that, because obviously it concluded Brook's backstory very well. They're going to Fishman Island next. there were those shadowy things. It almost seems like Titans or something like that. I guess, yeah, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. And thank you for watching.